So this is our hotel. Auberge de le Soleil. That's my French version of the hotel. Auberge de la Chouette. All right. It is not a hotel. It says it's a hotel. In the common sense of it's not a hotel based on what I know what a hotel is like. There's no bellman here. There's no front desk. Let's go take a look. Please note that we are an automated hotel, they call it. And if you have reservations, you should receive a message with your access code 2 days before the arrival date. Yeah, we never did. So we had to call this number. And when we called that number, they said, well, where's the property? And then I had to explain where the property was and this all other stuff. But you can't get in here. There's no getting in unless you have a code. So this is the lobby area. There's heat down here. Now, if you have a lot of luggage, it's going to be a challenge because depending on where your room is. If your room's down here, well, this is a nicer area. Oh, this is warm. This is a nicer area. That's a nice warm area. All right. So let's go up the stairs. So if you were to go up the stairs and you have luggage like we do, we're going on a cruise. We got quite a bit of luggage, 2 bags, 1 carry-on. So if you want to store your bag, you can. Bag storage is down here. Emergency evacuation for this floor. But we're not done. We're in number 4. So we still got to climb up more stairs. And there's video cameras throughout all the hallways and stuff, which is probably good. All right. There's the stairs. City of Quebec. Apartment 5, 6, and apartment 4. This is where we go. So as soon as you come out of apartment 4 where we are, this is where we're standing. You can either go down the stairs on an emergency evacuation, or you can head through this stairway right here. I would go this way, depending on where the emergency was, and go right out this door. But you don't have any of those emergency notices inside the room at all. Now, the only way you can access these rooms are all fully automated. So this is a keypad. And I don't know the code, so I'm not going to get in. So I'm going to have to knock the door, and Andrea's going to have to let me in. So you've got a queen-size bed. You've got an end table. There's some electrical outlet here, but it's tucked behind the bed somewhere, and it's really not worth going to look for. We do have a desk, small desk with a coffee maker, and there's one plug underneath there. That one plug, we use a 4-way cruise ship approved plug. That'll help us out there. If we look, there are no emergency evacuation notices inside the room. However, there's a diagram outside. But keep in mind, at the end of our video, we do a complete review of our stay. Right now, we're just showing you what the room's about. Now, if you look at this chair looks a little unsightly, to say the least. Let's take a look at the view. And basically the view is a roof with some ductwork. Oh, and a black squirrel. You see the black squirrel down there? Let's go into the bathroom. Tile floor. Semi-bright. 2 rolls of toilet paper. Soap. The lighting in here is not the greatest. There's nothing. I'm assuming this was a mirror. A magnifying mirror at one time. We do have an outlet up in here with a GFI. And a shower with soap and shampoo. Shower wand. No additional lighting in here that I can see. Let me see if this... That's just a fan. So what we see here for lighting is what we get. There's not a lot of lighting in the shower area. But the other thing that really irritated me, like, is when you lift this up, the toilet seat is not stable at all. It's just... Like I said, stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to do a full review on it, but I can tell you my initial review is just not the greatest. But it's subject to change after we stay in here. You know, maybe something. We'll see. Stay tuned to the end of the video. There's the park across the street. Doesn't that look cool? And this is where we are. Right here on the corner. Here's our place.
Okay, here we go. Down this crazy stairs.
Look down there. Look how far down. I don't have this.
Yeah?
I don't have this. Whew. All right, next level. We still have more stairs to go down. We're not done.
Bye-bye.
What a beautiful day, huh? Right outside our hotel, we got a little horse and buggy right here. I got a wave. I love it. So this is where we do our complete review of our stay in unit number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Or would we call it bedroom number 4?
It's still a non-suite bathroom.
Well, let's. You want me to start, or you want to start?
I guess you're gonna start.
I'll start. Location of the hotel unbelievable location. You agree?
I agree. Liked it.
The location was awesome.
I call it a boutique hotel. They say that Quebec is like a European flair. That's a European flair thing.
No.
Because there were some hotels in Europe that we were going to stay in that were unattended hotels. And they call them that.
And this is where we have a debate. For me, it wasn't a hotel. And when I booked it through Chase Travel. And we couldn't even access it. We couldn't even get in.
Correct. That was the issue. That when we booked it, we did not realize that it was that type of a hotel, that we would need a code to get in.
Yeah, we had no clue.
We had no idea. So that was the first hurdle. Once we get over that, yeah. Anyways.
So the point of the matter is we could not access the hotel. We couldn't get in. There happened to be another hotel goer there that had a code and told us about this code that we were not aware of.
That was emailed to them.
And she got us in. When we got in, we found a phone number that we called, and that was a process as well.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is that process of booking the hotel was easy peasy. The process of getting in the hotel wasn't easy peasy.
But if you are booking it and you know this ahead of time, maybe it would be a little bit easier for you. So,
absolutely.
So that's information to give to other people.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like if we knew about it ahead of time, let's look for a code. Let's look for this.
Yeah.
We just assumed we were showing up to a hotel and bang, there's someone there at the front desk. No.
Okay.
No. All right, so let's move on. So we were on a cruise, and being on a cruise ship, you have a couple of bags. I would assume most people have big bags. We travel light, and let me tell you, it was a pain in the neck because there's no elevator. No elevator. We have to go upstairs, a whole bunch of stairs.
The other goers,
the passengers,
other people that was staying at the hotel that you mentioned,
cruisers.
They were a party of three. It was a husband and wife and an elderly mom, and therefore the husband had to carry what were much bigger bags than ours up, I think even more flights than ours. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. I'm glad Michael was there to do it for us.
It was. I'll tell you, so if you're going on a cruise and you're carrying some bags, you probably don't want to do this hotel, okay? However, what the draw is that it's affordable. It's affordable for the area. You're walking distance to the cruise ship. I mean, we literally came out and walked to the cruise ship.
That's walking distance for us, not for everybody, but yes.
Well, that may be true. All right. Now we get to the front door of our unit number 4. I don't know how to get into unit number 4. We had to get on the email or the text, and we had to look again for another code.
Right. So it tells you there's a code to get into the front lobby area. There's a code to get into your room. It's different code number. It's a keypad. It was a little quirky.
I think quirky was probably a good choice of words. I think it was something that I know I had to get acclimated to, with the idea of I got to remember a code. Not familiar with that process.
But it was fine once we get over that.
So the minute we walked into the room, the first thing I did was like, I was freaked out, wasn't I?
Yeah, you weren't too happy at that point. I think he was a little, as they say, hangry.
I could have been hangry. Walked in the room, looked around, and I went, this here is not what I expected. And I think that the fact that I couldn't get into the place, couldn't get into the hotel, couldn't get into the room, and then I get into the room, I'm like, this is the whole process was bad for me. I mean, how was it for you?
So it wasn't ideal, but I don't think it was as unpleasant as Michael's saying. I think, like I said, he was set off by the fact that we couldn't get in right away. All we wanted to do, we had a long flight. We wanted to get in. We wanted to take a nap. We were hungry. We were tired, mostly tired.
We were flying for over 24 hours.
Yeah, it was a lot. So I think that you got set off on the wrong foot because the room itself is, you know, it was adequate. I thought it was adequate. I think that maybe a few. Okay.
Not adequate.
A little tired.
Yeah. Now we're getting
a little tired.
Now, yeah, let's
The
go.
bathroom wasn't bad though.
The toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we talk about the bathroom?
Okay. So the bathroom, while I say it was pretty good, it was clean. It was clean, but the first thing I noticed right away is, as I went to the bathroom, is the toilet seat was kind of skewed. It didn't. You felt like you sit on it and slid right off.
I would have never noticed it unless it was early in the morning. She brought it up because we were flying all day, and she was
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like ay.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, there wasn't a lot of counter space, so to speak, because it was just a pedestal sink and everything else. But I mean, other than that, I think the bathroom was okay. I mean, the shower was adequate in terms of water pressure. It had a wand for you. The shower curtain was clean. It looked brand new. And like I said, everything was white and clean and everything else.
Yep, I like the wand. I like the shower wand. I
Yep.
like that. They had that. I will say that not only was the toilet skewed, the seat, it looks like there was a mirror, or like a magnifying mirror there.
Next to the sink.
It wasn't there anymore.
Looked like it had broken off or something.
broken
which
off
would
or
have been
something.
nice, but it's not like we need to have a magnifying mirror. But it would have been nice seeing that it was still on the wall partially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other thing was that I think because we travel so much, we had our 4-way plug that's cruise approved, and it's got 4-way plug, plus it's got USBs.
Yeah.
And we have a link down below. It's our Amazon affiliate link for that 4-way plug. If you're a cruiser or you're a traveler, check it out. Click on the link down below. We make a little commission on it, but you don't pay any more, so it's a win-win situation. You help us out, and you get the plug that really works for when you're traveling.
And it came in handy.
Oh, it came in handy. Check it out.
Why it came in handy?
We only had one plug in the room.
We only had one plug, at least one accessible plug, right? We think there might have been one under the bed, but we weren't able to get to it. So having that adapter 4-way plug with the extra USBs was great for charging our phones and laptops and things like that, because we were traveling.
How many times has that been a lifesaver for us?
I know.
Many times. Not just like a quirky hotel like this, but on cruise ships it's been help. Overseas it's been help.
Yeah.
So check it out down below on the link. So the other thing was, you see this AC unit in the wall, and you think it's heat and AC, and you're confused by it because it kind of looks dirty. It kind of looks... And then all of a sudden you look down and you see the radiator.
Yep.
That's where the heat is. You have to turn the knot. Old school.
Old school radiator.
Old school, turn the radiator. Now, for me, I'm familiar with that process. Younger people may not be familiar with, hey, you got to go to your radiator and you got to turn it up. So hopefully that helps someone out.
Yeah, because it was a little bit chilly.
Oh, it was freezing.
In the room, and then it got very warm because Michael turned it up a little too high. So it's hard to regulate something like that. But at least there was heat. I was happy for that.
Oh yeah, we had to definitely turn it up.
Yes.
So
let's talk about the bed.
Oh,
The bed, while not being uncomfortable, the mattress, I didn't find it to be uncomfortable. Michael thought it was a little uncomfortable. But I will say it is on a platform and it's no box spring. So it was pretty low. So if you have any issues with getting into bed, back issues or something like that, it's pretty low to the ground. So that I think was something that wasn't so wonderful.
I'm glad you brought the bed up, because I first got there, I was like, this is what? This is old. This is, what the heck is this? And then, you know, I do have to say that I toughened up. I just toughened up and said, I'm just going to sleep here and just rough through it. It really wasn't that bad.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It really wasn't that bad.
I think that these are things to just be aware of. These are things to understand about what you're getting involved in. And if you know ahead of time, maybe they're not so bad.
Wait. Did we cover everything in the room?
I think we did. Let's just talk. There was a little mini coffee maker in the room. It did use that in the morning. That. He liked that quite a bit. We had that.
I like that.
I think that was about it. We really didn't utilize anything else. We didn't use the TV. The TV was in French because you're in Quebec.
Oh yeah, everything was in French. But to the coffee maker, you have to hit the 8 ounce, because if you go to the 12 ounce, it's going to overflow the cup. So I went to the fullest ounce I can go, and I had 2 cups ready to go. One, fill it up, and then the next one right behind it, just so I can get all the coffee I can. They kind of got watered down. The second cup was watered down.
It was not meant to be.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be that way. So I think you want to do the
8 ounces.
Use
it the way it's supposed to be used.
The 8 ounces. But
yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. So is there anything else that we covered in the room?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So this is where we always, when we do our room reviews, cabin reviews, I ask the question of Andrea, would you stay there again?
So, my answer is I would if I had someone like Michael to carry up my luggage, if I knew what it was going in and that I would get my coat ahead of time and be prepared for that. So, if I'm prepared, absolutely, because you know what? I didn't think it was that bad, and I enjoyed the location.
I think it's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Can I give my assessment?
Yes, you may.
I would stay here again, but it would be an absolute worst case situation.
Worst?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think that the reason why we booked the place because it was affordable, and I thought it was like a hotel.
And you thought the location was good.
Oh, I definitely booked it on the location because at the end of the day, this review may be the location is amazing, but you have a lot of hurdles that you have to deal with your hotel experience in order to enjoy that location.
Fair enough, and that's why I say, if you know going in and you're prepared for him, you'll enjoy it.
So she would stay again. I might stay again if I can't find something that's same price range, more of a hotel in the same area.
Okay.
This is where I say ciao for now.
We'll see you soon.